Okay, so I didn't have enough time to go into everything in my last video, so I'm doing a part 2. So I left off talking about Acts and the prayers in Acts 2 as mentioned, with the definite article. So it isn't just random prayers, it's obviously a specific type or set. Throughout the New Testament as well, you've got clearly liturgical elements in Paul's letters, which most scholars will recognize, like hymns and like the doxologies and things like that. And then also you've got the Lord's Prayer, obviously, which is a very liturgical prayer because it's, a set words that Jesus taught us. And you see in the early church, towards the end of the 1st century, between 50 to 70 AD, in a text called the Didache, which is one of my favorite early texts, they have instructions. It's basically a church manual which was given to new converts and people coming to the faith. And it's basically a handbook on what to do as a Christian. And one of the things in the teaching, the Didache means the teaching, and its full title is The Teaching of the 12 Apostles. So it's like a collection of things passed down, thought to be, and collated. Anyway, one of the things is to pray the Lord's Prayer 3 times a day. And that was part of the life and routine of early Christians. And this isn't like a new thing. I mean, the Jews would have prayed regular intervals. We've been seeing Daniel. He prayed 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, and evening, which is one of the things that got him caught and thrown into the lion's den because of his set routine of praying. So this pattern has existed for millennia, really. But not only set prayers, the Didache talks about fasting in the same pattern that Jesus talks about in the Gospels, where he says not to do it on the certain days, and the Didache sort of expands on that, saying not to do it with hypocrites, so you should fast, get the days right, Wednesday and Friday. So weekly fastings, daily prayers. They met on Sundays, and they took Eucharist, which the Didache outlines the prayers. So I'm running out of time. I don't have space left in this video to read it all. But in chapter 9, there is prayers that are said for the blessing of the cup, and then there's prayers for the blessing of the bread, and then there's a whole long prayer that they say afterwards to collate the whole service.